Hey everybody, it's Marion once again, and today I think I want to talk a little bit about lifestyle changes and certain foods that we eat, and also I'm going to talk to you about the American Medical Association and what they consider a healthy diet. So if you're new to my channel, I welcome you. Thank you for stopping by. I hope this is something of interest to you. If you have watched my most recent videos, you know that I've been into the hospital with cardiac catheterizations, stents, and heart issues. So I hope this is of some interest to you and what I'm learning with this whole hospitalization. And yesterday I went to the cardiac rehab. They gave me a folder with all kinds of great information in it. The only information that I don't agree with is their diet information. So let me just go over some of this with you and see what you think. It's in the back of the book, and it talks about obesity, weight management, and a healthy diet. So let me just look in here and see what we've got, and then I'm going to go and talk to you about different stuff that we eat, like butter and margarine. And tonight I'm going to talk about butter versus margarine and what the better choice is. I'm trying to find the diet. Here it is. Okay, no, that's diabetes. You know, I should have gotten this ready. Okay, here we go. Heart healthy eating. Now, I have been watching this Dr. Ken Berry, and he promotes a, what's it called? He promotes a proper human diet, which is basically carnivore, which is basically meat. So, and Nathan and I have been doing that for a couple of weeks now. And we're okay with it, but we'll talk about that at another time. But right now, this right here, what is a heart-healthy diet? A heart-healthy diet not only controls the amount of saturated fat, trans fat, cholesterol, sodium, and sugars, but also recommends the intake of heart-healthy food, fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. If anybody knows anything about whole grains, they do increase inflammation. Inflammation is what causes pain in your body. Inflammation is what causes your cholesterol to build up on your arteries. So I'm not in agreement with this. And basically, they also give you margarine in a hospital to eat. That's what I think I told you in my last video, that when I was in the hospital, instead of giving you healthy butter, they give you little containers of that processed margarine stuff with canola oil, vegetable oil, which is all not good for you. So I don't know if there's any dietitians watching me today. I want to know your thoughts on it. I'm not going to eat margarine. I don't care whether people think it's healthy or not. I am not eating it. I'm going to eat butter because butter is better. Now, that being said, let's go over some facts that I have looked up myself. Okay, so American Heart Association versus the a proper human diet. So, higher fat content. Higher fat content has less carbs, less sugar, and higher protein. Butter is better than margarine because, and you can look up these facts and you can verify them yourself. Butter is a completely natural substance. Humans have been eating butter for at least 5,000 years. Margarine is literally made in a chemical factory. Butter is full of hundreds of healthy fatty acids. All of the fatty acids in margarine had been chemically expressed from vegetable seeds and very unnatural process. Butter has 24 milligrams of calcium per 100 grams. Margarine has I'm reading my own notes. Margarine has none. Butter has 2.5 milligrams of vitamin C per serving. Margarine has none. Butter has over 3,500 units of real vitamin A in every 100 gram serving. Margarine has 0. Butter has 0 trans fats, and margarine has many. The vitamins in butter is B12, vitamin K2, vitamin E, vitamin D, omega-3 fatty acids. Butter wins by a complete knockout. And butter also has butyrate, which is healthy, and look it up. That's what he said on his video. Look it up. CLA, which is conjugated linoleic acid, which is very healthy, and it may help reduce body fat deposits and improve immune function. Margarine has none of these, and the only reason margarine was said to be healthy in the first place was because of millions of dollars of advertising that margarine companies spends to trick us, to trick doctors and nutritionists into thinking margarine was healthy. So I'm getting most of my information from Dr. Ken Berry. You can also follow him on YouTube, and I'll link his channel down below. Let's see. He's the author of The Proper Human Diet, also known as the Carnivore Diet. And there's several brands of butter that are out there in the stores. The Kirkland brand is from Costco, and that is grass-fed also. So grass-fed cows are grass-fed throughout their lives. There's no grain added into their diets. So they're grass-fed right up until the day they are butchered. And just before that, they're still grass-fed. There's no grain whatsoever in their diet. So it's supposed to be much healthier than any grain-fed cows or animals. So there are several brands which are all good. The only thing you have to be concerned about, read your labels. Cream and salt is the only ingredients that should be in your butter. You can even make your own butter, which I have a video, which I'll link down below, of me making butter. It's heavy cream and salt. So you take your heavy cream and you whip it through the whipping cream stage right up until it gets hard, and it produces all that beautiful milk, that buttermilk that that comes out of the milk that turns into butter. And so you take that out, you squeeze all that buttermilk out, and then you rinse it all under cold water until your butter is rinsing clear. And then you put it in a bowl and you add your salt, and then you mix it all up, and then you form it into whatever form you want, whether you want a square or little, those things that you get in the store, or if you just want to put it in a dish and like that. Excuse me. It is so delicious. The problem that I have with it is that we use so much butter here that one quart of half and half is like 1 pound of butter, and it goes very quickly. So what I do is I buy the Kerrygold brand, which I like. It's very tasty. I get the salt added, and there's like delicious. And it's in Costco and Sam's and Walmart. Almost all stores carry that brand. There's also, let's see, several different brands. So there's President and Vital and Plugra. Plugra is European, I believe. And then there's pasture raised, and it's in that black carton, similar to the eggs that you get in that black carton. That's pasture raised. And yes, it is a little more pricey. But at this point, I'm willing to spend a little bit of extra money for quality products. The Kirkland, which is Costco, and then Sam's is Sam's brand, or there's another brand too, and I can't think of it right now. Let's see, Kerrygold, Land of Lakes. That's pretty much the cheapest, Land of Lakes. But as long as there's only 2 ingredients in your butter, that is basically all you need to know. Grass-fed, grass-finished is good. It's wonderful, but it's a lot more expensive. And I don't think there's that much of a increase in benefits with it. So, let's see. I have a video, like I said, a link below about making the butter. Let's see. Butter is according to... Okay, so according to experts, not talking about the AMA or the AHA or the American Cancer Society, but people who research these things, pasture-raised cows, grass-fed, grass-finished, which basically means no grains are fed to these cows, leads to a leaner, richer flavor. So that's my notes. Boy, it seemed like I took an awful long time writing all these notes, but it just... goes, that was quick. But let me tell you, let's talk a little bit more about this, this diet thing here. And of course now I can't find the page again. I did enjoy my rehab last night. That was very enjoyable. It was just an orientation where I went in, they showed me how to hook up the monitor, and they took me on a 6-minute walk. I had to stop a couple of times, just because I'm not used to walking that length of time. It's been a while, so I stopped a couple of times, but my pulse rate, blood pressure, everything was good. And they did say that I could use my own treadmill in between the days that I don't go to the gym. So I'm probably going to do that. Okay, so here's what they say. 5 servings a day for grains. These foods almost have no sodium and do not need to be counted in 5 servings a day. Listen to this. Shredded or puffed wheat or puffed rice, cooked cereals, regular or quick, such as oatmeal, brown rice, whole grain pasta, yeast bread made at home with no salt, which I can do that, other ready-to-eat cereals with no more than 5% of sodium serving per half a cup. Now, I don't know about you. Have you ever measured out a cup or a half a cup of cereal? Yeah, it's, no, because that's just a tease as far as I'm concerned. I need a bowl and I fill it up, and then I fill it up with milk. That's my serving of cereal. That's why I don't eat it, basically. And it's all carbohydrates. I don't see where they say these carbohydrates are healthy. How can it be? I think the carbohydrates that are healthy, cauliflower, broccoli, cabbage, sweet potatoes, spinach, they're healthy carbohydrates. These are not. I'm sorry. That's my opinion. And like I said, if there's any nutritionists on here that want to talk about that with us, we would be more than happy. I would be more than happy to listen to what you have to say. All right, 5 or more servings of fruits and vegetables a day. Okay, well, vegetables, I can see that. But how about fruits? Your body doesn't know whether an apple is an apple or sugar because they're both sweet. Your body's not deciphering, oh, wait a minute, this is an apple, this is good sugar, so it's not gonna raise my blood sugar. Oh, you have a teaspoon of sugar in your coffee. Wait a minute, that's real sugar. So so I'm gonna raise your blood sugar up because it's real sugar. No, your body doesn't decipher. Sweet is sweet. Even when you have a fake sweetener like sucralose or Splenda or stevia, such as the good sweeteners, or stevia, monk fruit, those kind of things, which we use. Nathan used stevia, I use monk fruit. I still don't think it's as good as sugar. Who doesn't love sugar? Yeah, who doesn't? But sugar is going to raise your blood sugar. But stevia or monk fruit will not, even though your body thinks it's sugar. It doesn't. It's not processed the same. So fresh or frozen canned vegetables without added fat or salt. Tomato or vegetable juice canned without salt. Now, no matter whether salt is added into these vegetables, there is still plenty of sodium in it. So, our next chat is going to be salt versus, table salt versus Celtic salt, Himalayan salt, black salt. We're going to do that in the next video. Canned tomatoes, canned tomato sauce, fresh, frozen, canned, or dried fruit or fruit juices. So now I've got several cans of pineapple in my cupboard that I would like to make something with it, but that is also full of sugar. I can rinse it and then dump off the juice and rinse it with water, and maybe that would take some of the sugar content away. I'm not sure about that, but I'm going to research that also. So 3 servings of protein a day. 1 serving has about 60 milligrams. Supposedly no bigger than your fist. Now, what food ever satisfies you if you have 1 serving as big as your fist of meat, vegetables, potatoes, if you eat potatoes, which we don't as a rule. You're hungry 30 minutes later, you're looking for something else to eat. Tell me that's not true. So if you leave off the starchy vegetables and just eat meat, that satisfies. When I cook our lean, sort of lean meat, we have a good portion, a good size portion, and I cook it in butter. And that takes care of our protein, because protein and fat satisfies you. The fat that you cook it in satisfies your appetite, and you feel fuller longer. This is all my own opinion, okay? I am not debating anybody and how you eat or how you think about carbs, protein, fats, whatever. I'm just coming on here telling you my story and the way I feel about how we eat here in this house. So, but you know, I welcome all kinds of comments and, you know, not necessarily debates, but any suggestions that you all have, I'm willing to look at. I'm willing to read. I certainly am. Okay, so here's what they consider: lean cuts of beef, pork, loin, leg, round, extra lean hamburger, skinless poultry, fish, 3 ounces of cooked meat. Okay, so we usually buy 80-20 ground beef, 80-20. That's 80% lean and 20% fat, which is good for us. Venison and other wild game. And I told Nate, and I said this on my other video, that if somebody catches bags of deer this year, I would be willing to take some venison and see if I can, you know, fix it up and eat it, because it's supposed to be extremely healthy meat. Dried beans and peas. Okay, so I don't eat peas anymore, only on occasion. Like, I like pork chops and I like peas with it. So when I have pork chops, I'll have a little bit of a serving of peas. Beans, I made chili tonight with leftover taco meat that I had last night. And I did add a can of kidney beans, just 1 can, because Nathan said he can take it or leave it, and I can take it or leave it too. Beans are supposed to be healthy for you, so I did add them to my chili. So we'll see how that works out. Nuts and nut butters, which I like peanut butter. I don't buy Jif or Peter Pan. My husband does, because that's what he likes. I like the more healthy with just peanuts and salt and oil in them. That's all I like. So yes, it is a lot of extra stirring and mixing up, because you know, that healthy peanut butter, all the oil rises to the top, and a lot of times I'll just dump it off, but somehow it comes back again. Let me have a little drink here. I'm talking a lot. And so I hope you like these kind of videos. I'm kind of in a quandary as to how to proceed with this, but I think it's important that we all talk about, you know, nutrition and health, heart health, especially now that this has happened to me. And this morning, I'm going to take a little detour. I was laying in bed and I was like, and Nathan said, "What's wrong, babe?" And I said, "Oh, I'm just thinking of, you know, my life and my health and my heart, and how your whole demeanor, your whole attitude changes when something like this happens to you, because you're like, you never, first of all, think it's going to happen to you. Maybe it's in the back of your mind, but you don't think that something this serious is going to ever happen. But when it does, then you start thinking, well, you know, what's my life going to be like now? Am I going to be able to do this exercise? Am I going to be able to get back to get back the energy that I've lost, you know? And I've been feeling like just not myself. And I have a doctor's appointment Monday, so I'm going to bring that up to him. But you just think of your mortality. And, you know, at 79 years old, I'm thinking, you know, that's not too bad for me to have this situation at my age, you know. Back to what I was saying. So you just don't know, you know, what your life is going to be like after this. So try as hard as I will to get back to normal. If you just don't feel good, you just don't feel good, you know, just that. But anyway, let's go on to this, the rest of this. So here's the other food groups in others. Use in small amounts. Unsaturated oils, which is olive oil, very good. Peanut oil, soy, sunflower, canola. And I've got a little in the margin. I said, really? They're all inflammatory. All those oils are inflammatory except for olive oil. I use olive oil, avocado oil, and coconut oil. I have vegetable oil in the cupboard because my husband, when he does his videos on Saturday Night Snack and a Movie, he may use vegetable oil for one of those recipes. So I just leave it there for him. Soft or liquid margarines and vegetable oil spreads. Seriously? We're going to go with vegetable oil spread and margarines? I don't think so. Unsalted seeds and nuts as well as avocado. Okay, I can go with that. So yeah, I don't understand. I just don't understand how they can suggest these kind of, if I'm not seeing something, or if I'm misreading this, or if I just don't understand this, please, anybody out there nutrition wise, let me know. But I've been studying this kind of a way of eating, keto, low carb, paleo, carnivore, for many, many years, since about 2012, 2013, when my son Patrick first introduced me to low carb and keto, and putting butter in your coffee, and putting coconut oil in your coffee, and making a super healthy, delicious drink. So I've been looking at this and researching this and studying this for many, many, many years, and I all come to the same conclusion that oils, margarines and oils and carbohydrates all increase inflammation, and inflammation causes clogged arteries. So if I'm wrong about that, then please let me know, but I don't think I am. So daily serving sizes using this handy resource right here. 6 ounces of fish, beans, nuts, seeds. 2 to 3 servings of skim milk, non-fat yogurt, and half a cup of Greek yogurt. Okay, so do we all know that when you go and buy 1%, 2% or skim milk, do you know that they take out all the fat, they replace it with sugar? Do you know that? Look in your, when you go buy your milk, look and see the ingredients. Your milk should have 1 ingredient, milk, period. That's it. I buy whole milk because whole milk is the best. There's no crap ingredients in there. There's no preservatives. There's no anything that carrageenan, which is a emulsifier or something. I don't know. My milk lasts for a month and a half. When you buy skim milk, you get 2 weeks about. So check that out. If you don't believe me, or you think I'm telling stories, check it out, because it's true. My milk that I have in the refrigerator right now, I bought last week, and it has an expiration date of December 12th. So, and I don't drink whole milk, usually, only once in a while, because it does react with my stomach, but I do use it in recipes and whatnot, and because it's got such a long date on it, you know, I use it for recipes so I can buy it, and I do buy the organic also, because that does last longer. So, what else was I going to say? Okay, so milk, let's see. I do have Greek yogurt. I don't like yogurt. But I buy it just to keep it in the house for if I use it for any kind of recipes. So I do have that in the house. Cottage cheese is another thing that has been a big hit with people on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok, where you can put your cream cheese, cottage cheese in a blender, get it nice and smooth, and then put it out on a parchment paper, bake it at 350 for an hour or for 30 minutes, and you get a nice wrap. And it works. I've tried it and we love it. We absolutely love it. The next time I do it, I'm going to put some everything but the bagel seasonings in it and have it for a wrap, and maybe have it for breakfast or something. So that's what I'm doing there. Okay, so breads, grains, and starches, 6 to 11 servings. Is that per day? Yeah, daily. 6 to 11 servings. Half a cup or a slice of bread, 100% whole grains, barley, oats, millet, spelt, and quinoa. Eat the equivalent of 2 fists of carbohydrates, including starches. I don't think I'm going to do that. I may make my own bread. If I do make my own bread, I use King Arthur organic, 100% organic flour. And that's what I make my bread with. And then I limit myself to maybe 1 slice a day. But it's hard for me because I love bread. I just love it. I love bread, I love rolls, I love biscuits, I love all that stuff. So I just don't make it very often. Okay, so let's see. Fruits, 2 to 4 servings, small piece of fruit or 1 cup of cut up fruit. Vegetables, 3 to 5 servings, 1 cup each. Fats, margarine and butter, serving size should be a half a thumb equals 1.5 teaspoons. Yeah, I go through about a pound of butter probably every 3 or 4 days because I use a lot of butter in everything. Let's see. Okay, so that I think wraps that part up. So I don't know. I just want your opinion. I want your opinion on what you think. How you think this is going. Yeah. So that was, this is one of my books, Cardiac Risk Factors. And then I have coronary artery disease here. And then I have my paid paper on how and what I'm going to be doing in the rehab. And it's 36 visits, 3 times a week. So I go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. for an hour. So I'm excited about that. I want to get my strength back. I want to get better. I have a doctor's appointment on Monday to the cardiologist, and my pulse rate is very low. It's in the 50s, and I can feel it. I can feel I don't feel like strong. My eyesight, like my eyes are blurry. But I'm pretty sure it's from the carvedilol that I take that lowers your heart rate. So I waited till about 2 o'clock this afternoon before I took my first dose because it was under 60. And then around 2 o'clock this afternoon, it was 68. So I was safe to take it. So anyway, that's it for this visit. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know if this is of interest to you, because I don't want to do something that's going to, take you away from the videos. I am going to be doing other things also. This is just something extra. I figured I could do a daily vlog on, lifestyle and healthy eating, and just, from my side, from my perspective. This is nothing that, I'm telling you that you have to do. I'm just telling you from my perspective and how I feel about what's going on with my body. So I hope that is okay with all of you. My next one is going to be salt. We're going to talk about salt, table salt, Celtic salt, Himalayan pink salt, Himalayan black salt. We're going to talk about the salt factor. So I hope that you tune in. Don't forget to give me the thumbs up. Don't forget to share the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you to my new subscribers, and thank you to my tried and trues for always stopping by and supporting my channel. I love you all, and I'll see you in my next video. Oh, don't forget to be kind to one another. It is a rough world out there. I love you all. I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.